Hi guys, welcome back to my channel to another new video, and this is about all the new laws that are coming to Germany this year. So Germany has recently passed some of the good laws and laws which will make the life of skilled immigrants and the life of people who want to move to Germany as skilled immigrants very easy, because Germany is famous for its bureaucracy, and these laws will help the process to make less bureaucratic, so less waiting time, and that means you can move faster. So what are these skilled immigrants? So according to the new Skilled Immigration Act, all the graduates and also people with vocational training qualifications come under skilled professions. In fact, the labor minister also says that there is a huge gap between the positions available and the people available to fill these positions. That means the demand for skilled workers is high, and this is going to increase in future. So without wasting further time, let me start with the first new change that's coming. That is a new visa. And this visa is going to make your life easier to move to Germany, because you can move without a job offer. Now you'll say you already have job seeker visa where you can move without a job offer. So what's new? So the thing is, in this visa, you are also allowed to work part-time. You know that in job seeker visa, you need to show a blocked account with at least 6 to 8 lakh. This amount has to be shown, and it has to be blocked in a bank and has to be presented at the time of visa. But for this opportunity card, you don't need any such things. Plus, you will be gauged on very different criteria. So job seeker visa would require 5 years of experience, but in the opportunity card, you don't need any such thing. You just need qualified degree. You need to have previous experience of at least 2 years. And if you have visited Germany earlier, that will give you some more brownie points. And the last criteria is if you know German language. So these will be the 4 main points that will give you points towards the opportunity card. The minimum points that you should reach is 6. So this point-based visa is similar to Canada's PR system, but in Canada you get a PR and this is just a visa. So how long will this visa be available for you? Well, you can start applying for it in June of this year. That means in just 2 months, and you can use this visa to move to Germany for at least 1 year. If you feel that you want to extend it, this can be extended to up to 2 years. So isn't it a really good thing? So how are these points going to be calculated? The first one is your language skills. You should have at least B2 level of English language and at least A1 level of German language level. You can show this through IELTS test for English and Goethe exam for German. Second point is how many years of experience you have. So you need at least 2 years of experience, or 2 years of vocational training experience works too. But if you don't have that, then German language level of B2 level would be something that would give you the points that you lose if you don't have the 2 years of experience. You should have sufficient means of financial expenses. So what does sufficient mean? Generally, per month, a basic amount of 934 euros is calculated. This is also similar to the blocked account amount that students have to show when they are moving for Germany. If you multiply this amount by 12, then 1 year amount goes up to 11 lakh. But once you come here, you can also start working part-time, that is 20 hours per week maximum, and also start supporting yourself through the income that you earn in Germany. Because the main objective is that you are coming to Germany to find work and not to do part-time jobs. And the last criteria is age. So you should be under 35 years of age. Let's assume that your age is between 35 to 40 and you really want to go to Germany using this opportunity card. Then there is one way that you can still use to get the opportunity card. That is if you have lived in Germany previously for 6 months, and this does not include your travel stay. So if you went to Germany via a travel visa to travel in Germany for 6 months, then that does not count. But if you went for an internship, to study something, for language course, or through your work, and you lived in Germany for 6 months, then that counts. All the details about Chanson Carter will be available on their website, which is shown on the screen, www.chansoncarter.com. And I'm also going to make a very detailed video where we will calculate the points together, so you have a better idea. Now let's move on to the next point, changes in the blue card. Short update, the time right now is 8 p.m. in the night and it's still so sunny. So that's the most beautiful part about living in Germany. So searching for job will be easier with the opportunity card, but getting a work permit once you get the job is going to be easy with this new laws that have been introduced for the blue card. So what is a blue card? Blue card is a visa that allows you to stay long term in Germany. That means for up to 4 years. This is not something that you can apply for when you are in India when you get a job. You need to apply for a work visa, and once you come here, then your visa gets converted to blue card, which is a type of residence permit. So if you see on Instagram the reels which say blue card is the answer for America's green card, that's completely wrong and misleading. Don't follow those. So the law says that the threshold to apply for blue card has been reduced. So previously the threshold was really high, above 50,000 euros, and now the threshold has been reduced to 43,000 euros only. That means you can get a longer work visa with even lesser salary. Blue card is only given to skilled professionals or people who are in STEM professions. The detailed list is given on the screen. The minimum gross yearly salary to get a blue card has been reduced to 45,300 euros only. That is the yearly salary. And if your occupation or if your job comes under the shortage of occupation list, then the limit for you is even lower, 41,041 euros only. The next is shortage of occupation list. New professions have been added to the shortage of occupations list, and the list is shown on the screen, so check it out. Is your profession in this list? Then comment below, because that's a good news, right? The next point is easier change of employer process. So previously, if you had a blue card and you had to change the employer, then it was really tough, because when you get the blue card, you have to stay with the employer for at least 2 years and keep informing the foreigners department whenever you change the occupation. But now this has changed. So if you change the occupation when you have a blue card within the first 12 months of starting your contract, then you have to inform the foreigners authority, or which we call as Ausländeраmt. Also, the immigration authorities have a right to reject this, and they just have 30 days to do that. And if you work with a blue card for 12 months in Germany and after that you change your employer, then you don't even have to inform the Ausländeраmt. Isn't that good? And the next part is really, really good news for all of us, because the family reunion laws have changed now. So if you are a person who is living in Germany and want your partner or spouse to come here, then you have to show sufficient living space. So that is around 12 quadrat meters for one person. And that means if you're two people, then it has to be above 26 quadrat meter. But now that requirement has been removed. I feel it's a good change, because right now finding apartments in Germany is a big, big mess. It's impossible to find a good apartment. And if you find one, most of them are unfurnished. And we as Indians, we don't have the habit to build furniture or pick up heavy items. So it becomes very, very hectic for us. So this law is a relief for people to, start finding apartment first and then apply for visa. So it saves your time between when your spouse comes here to stay with you. And the next law is such a relief for all of you, because all those people who get an EU blue card from the 1st March 2024 are allowed to get their parents or their in-laws to Germany permanently. That means your parents or your partner's parents can stay with you in Germany permanently. This was not allowed until now. Continuous extensions for your parents' travel visa was also difficult. This is a sign of relief for everyone who has problems, like they have just single parent at home, or they are not able, they're health wise, they are not in a good condition and want to stay with you. Then this is one of the best changes introduced. The last law is about getting German PR and German citizenship. This is the most important point for all of us, because we've heard about how messy the situation can get in countries like US, where people have to return back. But in Germany, it's totally different. It's much easier to get PR and passport in Germany than US. It was already easier, and that's how I also got PR and passport here. But now it's going to be even easier. I applied for PR with B2 level language certificate, and that too in 21 months, I think. So if you have German language, everything becomes easier for you. Some links to learn the German language online for at a very low cost have been given in description, so you can check them out. Also, you will be able to apply for your passport in just 3 years if you have C1 level language and show sufficient level of integration. The previous limit for getting PR was living here for at least 5 years, but now you can get PR in just 3 years if you have sufficient language skills of German, that is C1, and also if you are well integrated in the society. And if you don't have the sufficient language level, then you can still apply for PR in 5 years with B1 level language certificate. The new rule for PR states that EU blue card holders can now apply for PR in just 27 months instead of the previous 33-month limit. So, what do you need for it? It's the same that you have to be employed for at least 27 months, paid the health insurance for 27 months, and you have German level of A1. If you have German level B2, then you can also apply it for 27 months. Also, if you have the knowledge of living in Germany, that is the Einbürgerungstest, if you give that, then that is also one of the eligibility criteria. Plus, you also have to show that you have enough living space and you can cover your expenses. That means your salary is coming through your job or anywhere else you are employed. So that's the new rule. The next part is about passport. This new law states that people who are living in Germany for 5 years can get their German passport. And 5 years is a very good news because previously it was 8 years to get your passport. Also, Germany has changed their laws for dual citizenship. It is coming into effect this year. That means you can retain your citizenship. But this definitely depends on the condition if your country allows for dual citizenship. India, Pakistan, I don't think they allow for this. So Indians at least will not be able to apply for this dual citizenship. So they have to give up their Indian citizenship and then take the German citizenship. If you want to know about the process, let me know in comments and I'll make a video on that too. People who are already living in Germany, that means they are above 67 years of age, do not have to pass any naturalization test. So that is the Einbürgerungstest and you don't have to pass it. You can directly apply for your passport with just B1 level language skills. And the last point that we all care for a lot is how the children will get the German citizenship. So rules for this have been relaxed. So now one of the parents don't have to be German. It's enough if one of the parents is legally living in Germany for at least 5 years, and this 5 years should be at the time when the child is born. So these are all the new rules that are coming into effect this year. Tell me how you feel about it. I'm totally excited, and this is definitely good news and big relief for all the skilled immigrants who want to come here. For more such content, follow me. Let me know what you want to see more on my channel, and I'll make a video on this. Until then, bye bye.